Good morning, I am Valeria Micaela Escamilla Mendieta, an 8th grade student. Today I will be giving my English exposition. I will be reading a fairy history in English and her name is Mayah the Garden Fairy. Title of the reading: Mayah the Garden Fairy, Chapter 1. Mayah is born. One beautiful evening in Pixie Hollow, a few years after pixie dust had been restored and dandelion fluff blew by, it was almost autumn on the mainland. Vidya noticed the fluff floating about. She guided it to the pixie dust tree. Some of the fairies had noticed too and came to watch. Tharina and the skipper fairy flew in with a cup of pixie dust and poured it on the fluff. The fluff became a fairy and raised her head. She had ginger hair flowing loosely down her back, green eyes, light skin, and exactly a dozen freckles sprinkled across her face. All the fairies that had come to watch looked down at her. She heard them say hello. Hello? She said in a smile voice. Suddenly King Clarion flew in, born of laughter, clothed in chair. Happiness has brought you here. Welcome to the Pixie Hollow, she said to the new fairy. The next fairy managed a small, nervous smile. Now let's see about those wings, Queen Clarion said. Mayah the Garden Fairy, Chapter 2. Mayah's Talent. Queen Clarion ran her hands up the fairy's wings, and the pattern shone with pixie dust. It was a beautiful, sweet pattern. Then Queen Clarion took her hands and straightened her around, teaching her to fly. The fairy flew up the giggle again. Then mushrooms appeared. They came up out of the tree in a circle. The fairies from each talent placed an item on the mushrooms. What are these? The new fairy asked. They will help you find your talent, the queen replied. The fairy walked over to a water droplet. She touched it, but it went dark and fell to the mushrooms. Then she went to a ball of light. It disappeared when she touched it. Then she walked to a hammer, but it fell apart when she grasped it. She went over a flower. She looked out the fairies sitting on the flower above it. They were all smiling. Hastily, the new fairy tapped it with on one ginger finger. It glowed as brightly as the sunshine. The fairy gasped and smiled. Queen Clarion held on the fairy's shoulder. It looks as though you are garden fairy, Mayah, the queen said. I love the garden fairy crowned around Mayah. They touched her wings and hair. Mayah grinned. Now, Sugar Plum, we've gotta do something about these freckles, Rosetta said. But I like my freckles, protested Mayah. Well then, I guess I'd better show ya around. Then, Rosetta said, Thank you.